In his vision, Isaiah sees a terrifying judgment coming upon Jerusalem as the Lord prepares to remove all support from the city. The prophet warns that the basic necessities of life, the whole supply of bread and water, will be entirely cut off. In this chaotic new society, God declares that children will become princes and infants will rule over the elders. The collapse of order will lead to bitter oppression, where every man will turn against his neighbor in the streets. Isaiah cries out that Jerusalem has stumbled and Judah has fallen because they have openly defied the Lord. The prophet also foresees the humiliation of the proud daughters of Zion, who walk arrogantly with their wealth on display. God warns that their finery will be stripped away, leaving only rags and ruin in the place of their vain glory. Yet beyond the judgment, Isaiah promises a day when the branch of the Lord will be beautiful and glorious. He envisions God creating a protective canopy of cloud and fire over Mount Zion, washing away the filth of Jerusalem forever. Meanwhile, far away in exile, an aging and blind Tobit is overcome with grief, weeping bitterly in his courtyard. He prays a prayer of surrender, acknowledging that God is righteous and all his judgments are true. Broken by his suffering and the cruel taunts of his neighbors, Tobit asks God to take his life so he can become dust. On that exact same day, in a distant city, a young woman named Sarah is also weeping after being falsely accused by her maids. Devastated and alone, Sarah climbs to her upper room, intending to take her own life in her despair. But instead of despairing completely, she turns toward the window and begs God for mercy. The prayers of these two broken, weeping people ascend at the exact same moment into the glorious presence of God. In response, God immediately sends the archangel Raphael to heal them both. Believing he is about to die, Tobit remembers a large sum of money he left in trust years ago. He calls his son Tobias to his side, giving him final instructions and asking for a proper burial. Tobit commands his son to honor his mother and care for her every day of her life. He stresses the absolute importance of giving alms to the poor, promising that God will never turn his face away from the generous. Tobit warns Tobias to avoid immorality and to marry a woman from his own people, honoring the ways of his fathers. Finally, he comforts his son, reminding him that true wealth has nothing to do with money, but comes from fearing God. The Proverbs remind us that our choices have consequences, as a wise son brings joy to his father, while a foolish one brings sorrow. We are warned that laziness leads straight to poverty, but a diligent hand builds a life of true wealth. And we are taught that the words of the righteous are like a fountain of life, bringing healing and truth to those around them. May God bless you and keep you today. Comment Amen if you receive it.